I got poisoned!
No, I didn't, but I'm here. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online 2. We're gonna jump right back into, well, no. We have to do our daily degeneracy check-in NGS. I haven't done that today. Every goddamn day, something new. It's something new and unexpected that gets me starting the stream late or, like, very last minute. And so I sacrifice something. And, this time it was the degeneracy check-in that I normally do off stream now. The login bonus.
Please take this. I'm sure it will help.
It's the same. Sounds like the same voice actress as Matoi. Could be. Sounds just like her. Dark Falls final battle. Spoilers, bro. Alright. Well, looks pretty tame today. Just a little bit of a... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say there's a lack of cake, but never mind. This chick made up for it. Anyway, let's get the hell out of here. She's proud to show that off, isn't she? Oh my god. Oh yeah, I gotta move this.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Here we go again. That's right, CJ. Well, at least Streamlabs OBS doesn't give me any issues today. So, to elaborate a little bit on some of the stuff I've been saying about the last minute shit that's been keeping me... Part of it, I won't lie. Like, a lot of it is, like, busy work that I have to do. Like, real life responsibilities. But there is a small part of it that is that right now, for context, this is August 29th of 2025. Right now, there's a lot of fucking weird and stupid drama happening in FF14. And I'm like, it's like one of those reality TV shows you can't look away from. I'm getting kind of sucked into, like, observing it on different, like, Discords and shit. For further context, if you don't want to look up what was... For those watching in the future who don't want to look up what was happening around this date, August 29th, 2025. Been about a week or so since the Mare Synchronos server and service, I should say, was shut down by Square Enix. I mean... They pretty much confessed it was them who did it, with an official post they made up talking about it shortly after. That was like 2 days ago, but I barely saw it like yesterday and this morning. And yeah, if you know FF14 and you're familiar with the modding scene, you know what that is. I'm not gonna go too much into it because we're not even playing FF14 right now. But it was basically just a modding service. It was a plugin that allowed you to see other people's mods on their character, basically. To see what kind of mods they had on their own character on your screen, because normally everything is client-side and you can only see your own mods and yada yada. That's the gist of it. Yeah, that got shut down, and it had thousands of people using it. For anybody not familiar, or who maybe underestimates how many people were using that service, the developers said petabytes. I'd never heard of a petabyte before until this happened. They said petabytes of data were being transferred across North America and Europe with that service alone. Petabytes. And I was like, what the fuck is a petabyte? Somebody asked. I didn't have to look it up in the conversation I was looking at. Somebody asked what that was, and 1,000 terabytes. 1,000 terabytes of fucking data. Like, visual aesthetic mods on their characters. The data of that being transferred between each other and between players. 1,000 terabytes of that in a single day. At times. I was like...
Fuck! What? Bullshit!
Yeah. So yeah, there's been a lot of drama, and so part of me, you know, has been low-key slacking and trying to keep up with all that shit. So, cause it's like a reality TV show I can't turn off. I'm just like, dude, look at these people over here getting angry about this, and these people over here arguing about this. That community likes to eat itself alive whenever there's whenever anything goes slightly wrong. It's actually quite insane and hilarious to watch. So let me do this now. So yeah, that is part of it. Other part of it is actually other logistical stuff I have to do for the stream in the background that kind of pops up last minute, or planning for future streams. There is a sale right now for this whole weekend until September 4th of Sonic games on Steam, and I bought a good chunk of them because I plan on playing a lot of them after I'm done with PSO2. Actually, I was planning to go into the Sonic franchise and clearing my backlog on a lot of those games, so that was something else I did today. But it took a minute because I had to shop around for which games I actually wanted and which ones I didn't care for. I'm not going to be playing the whole Sonic franchise, that's insane. Just the games that I missed out on, that I, over like the last decade or so, that I'm kind of like still curious about, and like, you know, that one looked kind of good. I still want to try it, you know? You know, like Sonic Generations, Sonic Mania, stuff like that. Anyway, on to episode 5. I did practice this a little bit the other night. I didn't get to practice today yet. Maybe after stream, right? But I did look up some videos on this duel. The Primal Woman. Dalig. Almost forgot her name again. I did look up some videos on it. There was like 3 good ones. Decent ones. And it looks like... it's not, at least not as complex as like fighting like Sephiroth or Yozora in Kingdom Hearts, basically. It's a little bit of a simpler fight, thank God. You just kind of have to... You just have to have good reflexes, basically. You just have to be really fast at dodging her attacks, but like her attack patterns are not super complex. They don't... They're actually quite repetitive. When I saw the videos, I was like, okay, it's actually not that bad. Like, she doesn't have a very wide variety of attacks, is what I'm saying. Like, Yozora from Kingdom Hearts 3, that is insane to learn. That is an insane fight to learn. And same with Lingering Will in Kingdom Hearts 2. I should have said that. Lingering Will in Kingdom Hearts 2 and Yozora in Kingdom Hearts 3 are definitely way harder than this, just from seeing the videos. I mean, when I looked up Lingering Will on Kingdom Hearts 2, like many years ago when I first played the collection, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on the collections they released on PS3 and PS4. So this was a long time ago. This was back in like 2014, 2015. When I first looked up a guide for Lingering Will, the most popular guide I found was literally over 30 minutes long. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Thankfully, just looking at comments, not only in that video, but in other places online, I found a cheese strap for that fight and just did that instead, because I was like, ain't nobody got time for that shit, dude. I watched that 30 plus minute video guide and was like, dude, I feel like I just took an entire college course in 30 minutes. It was that complicated. There was so many different attacks the guy could do, and the tells for them were so subtle when compared to each other. Like, if he does this, but with like a little bit of this, he's doing this attack pattern. If he's doing this, but with a little bit of that, he's doing that attack pattern. There was like so many variations. She's nothing like that. What I saw is, no. This fight is way more simple and way more doable than that. Thank God. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be bothering. So yeah, after I saw those videos on this fight, I decided I'll probably practice it. I think I'm just gonna, until I get better gear, because you do need high DPS, because there's a 7-minute time limit and she has a lot of HP. I think I'm gonna focus on practicing learning her tells so that I can dodge her attacks, because that's basically a must. And I may end up doing the final battle, like the actual clear for this, on Hunter, because it gets more chances of getting that 1 HP thing, where instead of getting killed, you end up with 1 HP. Like second chance in Kingdom Hearts, basically. Here it's called Iron Will, I believe. Heroes get one too, but it's not as good. It's called Hero's Will. But the thing, it has a 100% chance of proccing, and I have it. I checked my skill tree. I do have it active, but it's only one time. That's it. Just once. So one of the videos I saw clearing this fight, it was a hunter using obviously Iron Will instead, which is only when it's maxed out to its highest level, that skill, it's I think a 75% chance of ending up with 1 HP instead of dying when a hit would normally be fatal, right? But it's as many times as like there's no limit to it. So as long as you heal yourself past 1 HP, it can proc again the next time you get dropped to 0. You can survive with 1 HP, and then again and again and again in the same fight. You can just, as long as you keep healing yourself and not leaving yourself at 1 HP, which I saw plenty of opportunities to do that in the video I was watching. The guy would, would dodge one of her attacks and then heal himself at an appropriate time and be able to dodge again or block and counter, yada yada. There's plenty of opportunities to actually heal from what I saw in that video. He just kept doing that, and then he would survive every time she would try to, like, or even every time she would, like, he would mess up and she would hit him and he'd end up with 1 HP basically. It kept proccing because it's such a high chance. And so when I first saw that, I was like, well, why doesn't that happen with me? That's when I saw that Hero's Will is not as... It's not as good. It's a 100% chance, but it's only once, and then that's it. It never works again for the rest of the battle, so I'm at a severe disadvantage as a hero because it's a little nerfed in that sense. So I might fight her as a hunter in the end. Either way, like I said, right now what I'm working on off stream is just learning to dodge her attacks. I feel like that will probably take like about a week for me to master, maybe. Just watching the videos that I saw and practicing it hands-on. But yeah, so that's pretty much where this is at. I'm practicing it off stream, mostly just learning to dodge all of her attacks right now. Worrying about DPS later. Kind of pointless too until I can actually survive, basically. And then whenever I actually get the killing blow, when I actually clear the whole thing, whenever that happens, because I'm gonna be recording every attempt, every series attempt when I actually am going for the kill, I'll just show it on stream. Hopefully I'll be able to get it done before the end of episode 6, but if not, maybe probably at the end of episode 6. If I haven't done it by then, maybe I'll do it on stream as like a bit of a post-game content stream, like a bonus stream for this game before we move on to NGS. So that's the plan for this duel, I guess, with Phalig. So there you go. All right, now let's move on to episode 5. What's the first main story mission? Operation to recover Persona the Masked. All right, so yeah, we're basically back on track. We're back onto the main story, essentially. It's like episode 4 really was filler. Because this is like going right back to what happened at the end of episode 3. Well, I called it yesterday. I was like, this felt like it was filler. It is. But it was good filler, I gotta say. I really enjoyed episode 4. I really enjoyed the shit out of it. I loved visiting Earth in this game and visiting Tokyo and Las Vegas and the in-game rendition of this of those places in this game. I thought that was really cool. I love the PSO2 concept and everything else. I thought episode 4 was fantastic. Also, hi Lantis. I just saw that you're clapping and using my little heart emoji. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a good afternoon / evening. All right. So this is almost gonna feel like it takes place right after episode 3. Then I'll be like, all right, we dealt with that Earth stuff. Now back to the main plot, basically. Let's see what's going on. What are we gonna do about Persona the Mask?
As we ponder drastic countermeasures against the new profound darkness, an extra-dimensional planet lies waiting beyond a connected subspace. Its name, Earth. Following a series of disturbances that shook Earth to its core, the state of Arcs had been changing. While photons exist, the profound darkness will return, no matter how many times it is slain. But we were closer than ever to pulling it out at the root, and preventing anyone else from suffering in its cataclysmic wake.
AP 241, September 30th, 1000 hours. This is actually a few months after the Earth incident. This is a few months later after episode 4. Because I believe the last scene in episode 4 was at the end of June. It's me and the wife. Let's go. We're back in action.
Son of
Shall?
a bitch.
We're here.
Oh, we finally get to see Xiao again. Holy shit, he grew up?
Haven't seen you two in
Killer.
ages. You look tense. Are you okay?
Son of a bitch.
Damn, he changed.
We've all worked hard to reach this point.
In 2 years, he had that 2-year growth spurt, man. Lance is doing the SMHs for Peaches right now with the face poems. Listen, she's my capital W wife. I gotta take couple photos. You know, they're memories. They're wholesome memories. That's all they are.
Guess I can't exactly tell you to relax. But don't worry. You two have my full support.
Yeah, thank you, Sierra.
Okay, you two. It's time to take back Persona.
Myself? Right on. I didn't want to leave my future self in a fucked up state. Hey, we got a new background now. And music too. This is really cool. They upped the production values. All right, episode 5's off to a good start. Again, yeah, that scene was like... That scene started as if episode 4 didn't even happen, basically. They made it quite clear at that point that episode 4 is 100% filler that you can totally skip over if you're not into it. Which I know a lot of people that aren't. They've already told me so. I liked it, so I'm definitely never skipping it. But that's definitely how they set this up. It's kind of funny. Seeking the Hand of Salvation. Which is almost like the Hand of Salvation. Isn't that a term they also use for what Adam was doing too? Sort of. Godlike stuff. It's 10:30. September 23rd, 10:30 is a couple days later after that little meeting we just had.
While Persona is playing host to the profound darkness, it's still fighting its control.
All I will say, if you do skip episode 4, you won't really see, like... No, never mind, never mind. I misremembered something that happened in episode 4. Yeah, no, never mind. Xiao says, while Persona is playing host to the profound darkness, still fighting its control.
Every time Arx fights the profound darkness and starts to weaken it, Persona pushes back time. They rewind time to the point just before the profound darkness's revival over and over again.
God, an endless death loop.
We can't just leave them like that. We have to save them, right?
Yeah. I gotta save
Persona
myself,
is
dude.
The profound darkness's core. They still live on. Something you know better than anyone. Saving them won't be possible unless we sever their tie to the profound darkness.
Oh yeah, I didn't even comment on this, but the way Xiao grew up and evolved his appearance and everything in the last 2 years, they're totally turning him into a young husbando. For sure. Like, that was definitely for the... That's definitely for anybody who's, you know, who's into dudes. I almost said the ladies, but hey, I mean, there's guys that are into guys too. It's 2025. I'm not saying, you know, I'm not gonna discriminate. I'm not gonna say just for the ladies, you know. But they definitely made him into a low-key husbando in the past 2 years as he grew up. That look and everything. Xiao says saving them won't be possible unless we sever their tie to the profound darkness. Yeah.
And even if
Makes
we
sense.
do save them, the profound darkness will seek out a new host body. It could make matters even worse. Our best bet is to erase the profound darkness altogether. We've just never had a way to do that.
Yeah, we gotta do the impossible.
Until
How else do you
now,
save the universe,
that
though?
is.
Exactly! Hitsugi's Ame no Murakumo is the key!
Really? Oh, that's what we heard at the... Oh, actually, no, I saw this off... When I went to talk to Matoi, she said something that hinted at this. This happened off stream. Because I went to see if I had gotten and filled up her gauge enough for like another gift. Because I've been running some of my dailies with Matoy and a few other NPCs. She said something about Xiao like asking for Hitsugi's help with something with the Profound Darkness, and he said I hope he doesn't like ask too much of her. And I was like, what the hell is this? Again, this happened off stream, but it's just like NPC talk, like when I talked to her. It wasn't a cutscene or anything. Now this makes sense. She was referring to this. Okay.
The cleansing katana that purges evil. It saved Al and Mother when they were Dark Falls for a time.
Yeah.
No reason this should be any different. Just do the same as before.
Okay.
With their help, I've managed to analyze the Ame no Murakumo's abilities and replicate them.
Oh, so that's how they're doing this.
Your tie
Okay.
with Persona. Your weapon. Here it is. I entrust this power to you. You should be the one.
There it is. Same weapon I was using the entirety of episode 4. I wish I knew what it was called so I could actually get it in game.
Straightforward enough. Cut through the profound darkness's core.
Instead of just having it in cutscenes, I kind of want to have this weapon for real, you know?
If you can sever Persona from the profound darkness, the two of you can wake Persona up together.
Absolutely. I've got so very much to say. Right?
Of course. Yeah, you do. That's in a version of me that was so in love with you. He gave up his life in an infinite time loop to save you. So you better say thank you. To both of us.
Your Majesty.
The only way to draw out Persona is to weaken the Profound Darkness. Okay, so we gotta fight it like before. Leon and Matoy, I leave everything to you. I'm counting on you, Guardians. Right on. Changing form, proceed with caution. Here he is. This is a lot like the fight at the end of episode 3, basically. It's almost the same. Except I have Matoy helping. A wife.
Completed.
I'm getting readings from Persona. You take it from here.
Right. It's time for us to...
Oh, shit! A power couple. Save them!
What's this? Why is it getting all bendy?
Space-time interference? Where is it trying to jump? And why?
Fuck!
Shit!
Readings! Gone! Tracking over!
Calm down, Sierra. There's nothing to trace. No signs in the area. We've completely lost them.
Oh no! Report from Earth Guide. No sign of our friend on Earth either, they say. I see. An urgent transmission from an operator. Is this a telescopic image?
Is that a black hole?
Is warping.
I would describe
Is it a
it.
black hole? Those aren't terribly rare, but they sure don't just pop out of nowhere. It's not a star's gravitational collapse. It's an intermediate mass. Observed values are coming back negative.
No, it's not.
Its expansion velocity is crazy. If it keeps expanding at its current pace, it'll consume the whole universe.
It's in its own league.
This black hole defies all logic. Oh, what's going on here? Does it have something to do with their disappearance?
Most likely.
It's hard to rule it out based on the timing. I'll continue looking into both matters.
Sorry for the wait, ladies.
Ladies, coming in all suave over here.
I see you've been apprised about the black hole. That'll save me some time. I've got 2 pieces of news. First, the good news. We've located a reading.
Really? Then we have to save them!
Not so fast, Matoy. Next, the bad news. The reading is coming from inside the black hole.
Shit.
It's the one and only absolute rest frame. The origin point of the universe, where planet Xion used to reside. That's where the Guardian is.
Episode 5, Chapter 0, The Stranger. I didn't see the small text at the bottom though, that was too fast.
Stop right there!
Hell?
Fuck! You're a slippery one. But this game of tag is over. The deal's dead or alive! Waste her! He's pulling it!
Don't take me lightly. I'm prepared to fight!
That's really nice hair.
Corrupt,
Damn.
but still royalty. But you're taking us just as lightly, princess.
A summoning circle? He's a sorcerer?
What? Surprise, motherfucker. What the fuck?
Son of a bitch.
Who are you?
Your new ally for now, milady.
The hell are you? Then again, who cares? Mess with us and you're both dead meat.
More ephemera? Steel yourself, stranger!
Man,
Was
I
born
just
steeled.
love this stuff. Can't get enough of it. Get a move on, summons. Stop them like the pests they are.
They look like classical goblins a little bit.
Slaying our foes is the only way we can get out of this now. May I please request your aid?
Of course. I don't know why they're trying to kill you, but you seem like the underdog in this fight, so I'm helping you out. You don't seem evil. Your help is greatly appreciated. Let us first clear this area of enemies. Oh, the battle's not won yet. There's still some ephemera left. Is that what it's called? Ephemera. Ever changing, I suppose.
You suck!
They didn't even try to fight us themselves.
Please, allow me to
Cowards.
thank you again for your aid. I was in such a hurry to meet my brother, I failed to take heed of search parties. May I ask your name?
It's Leon.
I owe
Leon
you
Starker.
my life.
Pleasure to meet you, milady.
I do not exaggerate.
That was nothing.
I am being hunted by the ruler of this realm. Please, introduce yourself. My name is...
Yes.
That's quite enough of that, Lost Record. Well, now it is time to go ahead and back home.
Huh? Is something wrong?
I think I'm going on another time traveling trip. See ya.
Vanished. Goodness, who was that?
I almost said it too. I was like, I don't know if Lance is here or not, but new waifu acquired. Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't betray Matoi like that.
How did you come
She is
back?
pretty though. Also, what the fuck?
Are you okay? Does it hurt anywhere? Oh gosh.
Gone in a flash, back in a flash. I'm glad you're safe.
Sure, but who the hell brought me back?
Could you fill us in on what happened?
Definitely.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
There it is.
Sorry to send them back without warning. I was kind of in a hurry.
They're introducing several new waifus.
How did you get in here?
How? Well, I just went, and here I am.
Oh, is she a photoner? You can see it in her hair. She's got the little galaxy thing going on that they all have.
Oh dear, did I barge in on a private conversation? I should know to knock before entering a room.
Lance is getting ready to shoot me.
Silly me. I've just been alone for so long. Common sense doesn't even occur to me. I'm not getting any teleport readings. She's not Arcs. From these readings, she's a body comprised entirely of photons? Well, she's not a full spawn. Do you know her?
No idea.
Wow. You all look so wary.
Why are you surprised by that?
Who are you?
Oh, duh! You don't know who I am. Sorry, that didn't even cross my mind.
Bruh.
I'm Alma.
Okay.
Would it be clearer if I called myself the original Clarice Crace?
Oh, we finally get to meet her.
Right now, I'm Alma, though. I'd like it if you'd call me that.
Clarice Grace the First? I thought she was dead.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, my body's long gone. I'm like all photons now. I'm sure you know this, but my old body got busted up by Luther.
I do remember hearing that back in like episode 2 or 3. When we explored Matoi's backstory. Was when we briefly heard about that, yeah.
Not my
It was very
mind,
brief.
though. The photons never vanished. I've been together with the Akashic Records ever since. Basically, I guess you could say that after I died, I turned into an Akashic Records ghost.
Can you prove any of that?
What could prove it? Is there anything that can? Oh, I've got it! I'll show you my specialty.
Okay.
Watch closely now. 3, 2, 1. Boom!
She stopped time and disappeared.
But how? That's not teleportation! We felt this sensation before. The technique Luther used to control time?
Oh, yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
He fiddled around with me and finagled a way to copy that, I guess. By the way,
Finagle.
if you call that a technique, Cassie will get super fussy and be all like, "It's magic, damn it!"
Okay, this is getting kind of meta. You know, people have had that discussion. I sometimes call it magic when I should call it techniques, right? Because I'm used to other RPGs. You know, other people... Like, they're definitely being meta here with this, because you know people have had arguments like that. It's just magic, but they're called techniques in Phantasy Star, you son of a... You know?
You son of a...
Reggie and Mary would always shake their heads and act totally stumped.
I know what that feels like. Head shaking is something that's very familiar to me recently. I see a lot of it, yeah.
Oh yeah, Reggie and Mary are still around, right? They'd know who I am. I'm sorry. Reggie? Mary? Who are you talking about?
Yeah, we don't know shit.
I mean Regius and Maria. They're still alive and kicking, right?
Nice. Cute names of them. Yeah. Yeah, they're around.
They wouldn't appreciate those nicknames. You can tell, huh? They always did tell me to knock it off with those.
They're both out on assignment. We won't be able to see them for a while.
Oh, that's a shame.
Unless you go find them yourself.
Wait, meeting them wouldn't help anyway. They're not tied to Shion, so they wouldn't see me.
Oh,
You know Shion?
that would make sense.
Totally! We spent a lot of time together. I know about Xiao, too.
So people can only see you if they have a tie to Shion. Is that why you came to us? Akashic Records ghost?
Probably just call her Alma.
Yep. The way things are now, you're the only ones who can sense me. And you're the only ones who can do something about what's going on. I know this must be hard for you to swallow. I'll tell you everything I know. Could you at least hear me out?
Sure. Why not? What about salvation at hand? Beyond the Savior's outstretched hands is what it said. That's what I missed. Zero damage taken. Omega. Okay, we got sub-stories though. That's the main story. Sub-story says, what are photons and the meaning of Claris Craze's name? I'm curious about this actually, yeah. Alright, let's go down the list. What are photons? I like this new music. This episode 5 and 6 are part of an arc called the Photoners.
Photons are like
So,
an element tied to the Akashic Records. To oversimplify it a bit, they're the Akashic Records itself.
I forgot to say that part out loud, but you saw it when I was picking the episode. Episode 1 through 3 is called Oracles, episode 4 was called The Earth Story, and episode 5 and 6 are under a category called the Photoners. So, off to a good start so far.
Photons are everywhere. See, they're like the ink the Akashic Records uses to record all events in the universe. The way we use them is like we access a record of energy generation and reproduce it. Photoners were masters of utilizing photons as energy, but there's so much more you can do with them. As for how, well, that's where it gets kinda tricky. I'll bet Shion figured she couldn't explain it well enough,
So she's stuck with teaching you to utilize them as energy. I kind of understand it. I have a better grasp of photons than most. But as for how you can handle them so well, or what it takes to use them like that I can't explain. If only I could explain it clearly, we'd probably be living in a much better world right now.
Her little gestures in her face right now. She's 100% like... They're basically trying to sell a waifu right now, you know? That little bashful like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like the look she has right now, man.
Would it be a brighter world? One full
Look
of
at her.
happy places and smiling faces?
Like
Sometimes
I've literally seen this like pose and that facial expression on waifu simulator games, I swear to god. But like I'm in, you know, a vulnerable state. Can you help me? Or have pity on me at least, you know? Peanut butter. Peanuts and butter. Peanut butter. Photon blast. The meaning of Claris Craze's name. Also, just the fact that that whole cutscene was in first person for some reason too. Dating simulator moment.
The first Clarice Craze.
Oh, they're doing
From the
this.
legendary
That's what it is.
trio of heroes who came before me.
You normally see this in like... Fate Grand Order was the first one that came to mind, but those basically like, usually like 2D anime games essentially. They will put the characters who are talking like this. Fire Emblem, there's another good example. They'll put the two characters that are talking like this, and then there will be a text box like right here across the center. Where's my mouse? That will have the dialogue switching between them. And usually like whoever's talking will be lit up, and then whoever's not talking will be like darkened. They'll be like shaded, so it just like switches between them like that to let you know who's talking. So usually you see this kind of thing, this kind of style for dialogue and cutscenes in games that don't have voice acting. Kind of interesting that they're doing that for this. That's an interesting creative choice. Okay, so Matoi says the first Claris Craze from the legendary trio of heroes who came before me. Yes,
I wouldn't
your
call us
predecessor.
legendary. For one thing, we were active like 40, 50 years ago tops.
I mean, considering all that's happened, that's actually somewhat reason.
All I was good at was
Relatively.
tricks and cheats. The second is way, way better than me at actual arc stuff.
Oh, look, she gave you a compliment, Matoi.
That, and technically, I'm not actually Claris Craze.
0-3?
You're not?
Why? Because you're all photons?
It's kind of confusing to explain, but Claris Craze is the name of the collection of photons that used to be inside of me.
Where's this going?
Huh? What? That's not helping, is it? Okay. How about
Oh.
this? I had a split personality.
I see.
Split personality?
It's you, but not you. Another you.
So, I used to be super weak and bedridden a lot, right? I'd always talk to the photons inside me, 'cause, hey, not like I had anything better to do.
Eventually they started talking back.
Then, what do you know? They took on a personality of their own. Boy, did that ever throw me for a loop at first.
That's kind of cool.
And if you think it threw me off, you should have seen the people around me. She had a real mouth on her. And when it came to combat, it was a pain to move around, so I always let her do all the heavy lifting. She was always a real go-getter. Eventually, that earned her the name Claris Craze.
Because she's a little crazy.
I guess
Makes
that's
sense.
why Reggie and Mary don't call me Claris Craze. I don't mind either way, but I think it'd be better for them if you call me Alma when I'm me. Yes, ma'am. Consider it done. By the way, could you please not call me ma'am? Sure. Right. So, Alma, what has become of the first Clary's craze inside of you?
Yeah.
She left this body here to me and, vanished. What do you mean, left it to you? Maybe I didn't phrase that right. I guess you could say that when I lost my corporeal body, she became a new vessel for me. So basically, it's like my body's Clara's craze, and my mind is Alma.
So what we're looking at is Clara's craze, but the person talking to us is Alma. Okay, that makes sense.
So Clary's craze protected you, Alma? Calling it protecting is kind of a disservice to her, I think. I mean, the last thing she said to me was, "Now we're even."
I mean, maybe that was just kind of like a camaraderie sort of, now we're, oh god, I had the word for it. I lost it. Like, that, but like, that was just kind of her way of saying, you know, we're besties and all that. It's just kind of like busting your chops a little, you know?
Maybe that means I'm also Clara's craze in a sense. Maybe I should get used to being called that after all.
Wow, that was definitely an intense discussion on her name. Omega. Not Omegle, I hope. 14:30. Like an hour and a half later? Was it 13:30 last time?
Let's review. Sierra, run an expansion progress simulation based on the new black hole's present status.
Yes, sir. Putting it on the monitor.
Do you think they just ran out of budget for motion capture, so they started doing a lot of scenes like this now, and only saved like the fully animated scenes for that fucking spam phone call? Maybe they saved like the fully animated scenes for like the most important, you know, story bits, and the rest of the cutscenes are not gonna be done like this. Because I mean, if they were doing motion capture, which I think they were, the way the characters moved, you know, this would save money on that, doing this style of cutscene instead.
This is the new black hole that popped up at the same time that you went missing. And this is a prediction assembled from a Florenberg black hole analysis based on present information.
Now that I think about it, I don't remember if Fire Emblem did do that style or not. I might just be thinking of Fate Grand Order, but
Everything's
I
getting
think it did.
swallowed. The world will turn all black.
Conventional black holes do not expand at this velocity. Something's clearly up here.
Alma, tell me something. You called yourself a ghost of the Akashic Records. This return was undoubtedly due to your power. The readings were inside the black hole. So it stands to reason that you were in there, and you came from there. Tell me, what's in there? Where does that black hole lead?
I think you know the answer to that, Xiao. There's only one thing there. The location where the planet Xi'an used to be. The origin point. The birthplace of the universe. It's the Akashic Records itself. And you got lost on that world. Let's call it Omega for convenience's sake. The world of Omega is the Akashic Records made manifest. Maybe it would be easier to say it's what the Akashic Records dreams of.
Records made manifest? Does that mean that the string of events on Earth, that ether has something to do with this?
Probably. Photons are tied to the Akashic Records. I bet photons fused with aether that became altered on Earth, and that's why they got all crazy.
oh, it had an impact.
But I thought the Akashic Records were Xi'an, and she's gone now. Shion is Shion, the Akashic Records are the Akashic Records. It's true that with Shion gone, there's no one left who can access the Akashic Records. But the Akashic Records are still there. It's just that there's nobody left to see them. The universe is still being recorded.
So that was a moment in history, basically, that we went back to.
So basically, the Akashic Records are a library, and Shion's a librarian?
That's pretty much how she described herself back then, yeah.
Oh, good one! That's a perfect comparison, I'd say.
Yeah. I feel like she might have even used those words at some point.
The library still stands,
I could be
even
misremembering
if there's
that.
nobody around to manage it. Nobody was supposed to be able to access the Akashic Records to begin with. But the Akashic Records have manifested themselves as a single world. Omega.
I wonder if Akashic has any relation to the word Akasha. The thing that refers to like emotional energy and all that they talked about in Endwalker. Oh, I'll look that up maybe.
The profound darkness jumped to this visible manifestation of the Akashic Records and fused with it.
So it could be implying something about like the emotions of the universe. I mean, a lot about this story has to do with emotions, like Dark Falls came to be because of negative emotions interacting with photons, so...
Thus leading to the creation of a potentially universe-consuming black hole, I take it.
It's like the universe falling into despair or something.
Dreams are what we see when our brains are organizing our memories. It's the same for the Akashic Records.
I wonder if that's actually how they define dreams. Like in real life. That it's just the mess of shit you see when your brain is organizing memories while you're sleeping. That'd be kind of interesting.
I think the Akashic Records are dreaming while sifting through its memories of the whole universe.
It makes sense because, well, at least in my experience, I often do dream about things that have happened at some point. But not always. Sometimes it's completely abstract, you know? Sometimes it's like really out there shit.
That dream has taken shape. Well, actually, it's a little more complicated than that. The thing is, malice has entered the dream. If we don't do something, everything's gonna be engulfed in darkness.
Yeah, like,
The past, the future, all creation as we know it.
yeah, the universe being consumed by despair. Negativity, basically.
That's why I came here. I'm gone now, but I still want to see the future that all of you and Shion worked to weave.
A little help here? See what this is about.
I think I've covered everything I can explain. Would you be willing to help me out?
Well, yeah. As if I have any other choice, but I mean, yeah, I was down. I'm in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Colon 3. September 25th, 1000 hours. A couple days later. What the fuck? What the hell is that? And where'd she get it? Where'd she get it?
The profound darkness has infiltrated the Akashic Records. We have to slay it and sever their link. It's straightforward enough work. No different from what we've been doing so far.
He's gonna be playing with his hair a lot, isn't he? That ponytail he's got and his, you know, grown out hair.
The thing is, I'm coming up blank as far as how to get there. And what Omega's condition is.
Sorry, my hair is... It's too nice. I have to keep touching it, crossing it.
First off,
That's how I think.
how do we physically reach Omega? There are no ARC ships capable of probing into a black hole.
Easy. We stopped time for the launch.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
Why am I not surprised you can do that? Is it every Clearest Craze job to pull ludicrously crazy stunts?
That'll stop the ship from getting ripped apart. Yeah.
Sorry, I think I'm lost.
Black holes warp time and space, Matoi. So if she stops time, it stops the effect of the black hole, so we can safely go in without getting crushed.
Basically, gravity doesn't apply when
you.
time is stopped.
Yes. I was like, Zierra's gonna explain what I just said. Yes. Thank you.
We bypass the black hole's innate supergravity by stopping time. Then we send you to Omega. The theory is sound, sure, but it's still crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean, if like for some reason the time stop like stops working for any reason at any point, we're dead.
It's not crazy at all. I got someone out, so there's nothing stopping me from sending someone back in.
This is true. You got me out in the blink of an eye.
Not gonna lie, though. It'll be exhausting to do alone. It would be so much easier if Clara's craze were here.
Oh, that's where you come in, Matoi. You're gonna have to substitute for her.
So, second, could you give me a hand? Oh, me? I could
else?
use another photon manipulation expert. You'll do fine, really.
My wife's gonna put in work. It's all you, Matoi. You got this.
Okay, I'll do my best. You do the same and be careful, okay?
Of course. Of course, my love. I'll come back.
Sierra, you should head to Omega 2. I'll take over ship management for the time being.
You can count on me. Oh, wait. Does that mean I'm going inside Omega?
She didn't think about that, did she? Before she answered.
I'm not proud of it, but combat is not my thing.
Okay, I'll try to give you a form that will allow you to focus more on navigation. How about that, Sierra?
A new form? Like, you about to get a makeover?
Exactly what form it will be might depend on what kind of mood Omega's in, though.
Or she's talking about the ship?
I don't know about this. This isn't how I imagined my first field assignment was gonna go.
Oh, poor Sierra. I've got your back.
Well, okay. I look forward to working with you.
Yeah, I got you, Sierra. Don't be scared. I'll be
Here's
here,
how
Gwen.
this is gonna work. We'll approach the time-stopped
Column
black
3.
hole in the gateway ship.
Okay.
It'll be easier to send you over a shorter distance, so once you're ready, commandeer the gateway ship, okay?
Okay. The following quests have been unlocked. Story quests, episode 5, The Appearance of a Savior. It's just letting me know that I unlocked the next quest battle? Okay. The first time we get a notification for that, it normally just appears. Like, there you go. This time it made like a whole announcement. Kinda odd. I like this music. Alright, I got a BRB. We got just enough time to do this quest battle. Right after I bio real quick, so be back in a sec. And then we'll switch over to Phantasy Star Online. I started, unfortunately, a little late again, but I want to give... Blueburst has been on the back burner a little bit, and I want to give it more time. There was that whole day where we didn't even stream it once because me and Alucard got stuck in a 3-hour fucking ultimate quest. And then yesterday and some of the other days, it's been kind of scuffed, and it's been getting cut short. I want to give Blueburst a little bit more time, so we're going to cut PSO2 short this time. So we'll probably just do this quest battle, and then we'll move over to PSO Blueburst. But yeah, BRB. The little emotes you're using, Lantis. It's cute.
Dylan!
I'm back.
You son of a...
Look at Lantis getting in them wiggles. Wiggle it in, Lantis. Wiggle. I'm not gonna try to do the wiggle in real life. That would hurt my head. But get them wiggles in. Get them wiggles in. I do like that emote a lot. It's super cute. Alright, let's see what's up. The Appearance of a Savior. Time stop! That explains that. I've seen this animation before. But now I have context for it. I don't know which quest I did that had this animation, but...
The world of Omega is what the Akashic Records dream of. It's a jumbled up mishmash of all the records in the universe. The civilization and culture of Omega comes from random planets and eras logged in the Akashic Records.
You know what I just realized? I forgot to watch the trailer for episode 5. I forgot we were doing I was sort of doing that with well, we saw the trailers for episodes 1 through 4 right before I started episode 4. I forgot to watch the trailer for 5. We'll do that after this is over.
It's a waking dream spawned from the collective memories of an entire universe, so you're bound to run into all sorts of crazy stuff. I know I'm the one who asked you to go, but stay on your toes, okay? And take care of things.
Okay. Do our best.
Here! Over here! Surprised? I was surprised myself. I was speechless.
Is this Sierra's new form? Well,
At least I can always stay close to you in this form.
he's a pixie.
Okay, I, Sierra, will be your humble navigator.
Okay.
Let's start by finding a place with lots of life sign readings.
I think this is appropriate for her, yeah. Right on. Episode 5, Chapter 1, Part 1, The Savior. Salvation.
This is a pretty imposing place. What do they do here?
Looks like some kind of garrison.
You there! What are you doing?
Oh shit!
You don't look familiar. Are you one of the king's minions?
Surprise, motherfucker! Your strange garb is unquestionably suspicious. Identify yourselves!
Hella sauce! I am wearing something that is very out of place compared to these guys, yeah.
Or we come in peace.
They might also question the pixie.
The little one speaks. What is this creature?
What? I figured I'd look right at home like this. Oh, jeez. What do we do now?
What's all the
Oh,
commotion?
now Zira. Oh, okay. The other new wife was here. I think everything will be alright now.
Lady Harriet.
Oh, that's her name.
My apologies for causing a stir. We found some suspicious figures skulking around. We were just about to apprehend them.
Suspicious.
Suspicious figures? It's you!
Dylan!
Lady Harriet, no. Stay back. They're dangerous.
How are they dangerous? They are my guests.
Look at that.
Your
We're already
guests.
guests?
Even if that were true, this is hardly the time.
Oh my god.
Varuna, I am most grateful for your consideration as my adjutant. However, I will be fine. Please allow me to handle this.
She has one of those hairstyles that looks really good from the front, like this. It's like, I was like, she has great hair, and then when I saw her from behind, and it looks kind of funky. Like, from this angle, from in front, it looks great. But then from the side and the back, I was kind of like, So it's a little funky looking.
Yes, ma'am.
Hair colors, though, 10 out of 10, though. It's like a bluish silver. Y'all know how I feel about silver hair.
Just call if you're in any trouble at all. I'll be right there.
Thank you, Varuna. Come, this way.
Almost baby blue here.
This is my personal tent. No one will disturb us here.
Damn, we're already taking that step? Alright.
He's pulling his gun out!
Do
I'm
you
just kidding.
remember me? You saved my life not long ago.
Things move fast here. Now Zierra's here though. She'll keep us in check. Don't worry.
Allow me to introduce myself once more. I am Harriet.
Yeah, you were about to tell me that, and
ask
then
you a somewhat impertinent question.
I got warped away.
Do you know of
Okay.
me?
Shoot.
Of this land? In fact, do you know of this world at all?
Not a damn thing, milady. Pretend you know. You can be try to be a smug prick and be like, "Oh, of course I know this, milady. No, not in the least."
Yes, I thought as much. You wear foreign garb. You know nothing of us, and you wield overwhelming might. Truly, it is just as legend foretold. How long we have awaited you.
Oh yeah, Atlantis. That's right. Varuna is the name of a mag. Did you know I barely learned this when I played through PSO before I started the level 200 grind? But when I first joined Affinia, basically, and I was still playing through the story of PSO 1, I saw something on the wiki that said that all the or I think somebody in chat said it. Maybe it's someone we know actually told me that the mags were named after I think I did see this in the wiki. All the mags in PSO 1, or at least most of them, I think, are named after Indian gods, I believe, or something to do with like Hindu culture, I think. And so Varuna and a few like all those other names, they're all based in like Hindu mythology, I think it was, something like that. I'm curious to know what Varuna's name means, because that might be why they applied it to that guy. You know, Indian deities. That's what it was. Yeah. Harriet says, truly it is just as legend foretold. How long we have awaited you? Oh shit, wait a minute. What is this? I'm some kind of messiah now? What's going on?
What legend is this now?
Well,
They did save the savior. The chapter.
Hey, that rumbling and stuff outside can't be anything good, can it?
Lady Harriet,
you may enter.
sorcerers have arrived at the Royal Army camp. They appear to be preparing for a summoning.
The prophecies were true! We hear that line all the time, right?
They're going to summon a castrum demonica here, aren't they?
With storylines like this, I mean.
Strike the enemy camp before the ritual is complete. Varuna, muster all troops.
Lady Harriet, that would be dangerous. I think we should retreat.
If we keep retreating, they'll corner us at our stronghold sooner or later. We would be finished. And I can hardly flee alone while everyone else is fighting.
Lady Harriet.
We'll launch a pinpoint blitz. Varuna, notify the troops immediately. My apologies. I must take the field. I will give you a full overview later, should I return alive.
What's the plan?
Good question.
Are you trying to give me an out?
No, I just want to see how you would react to that.
I know you're not the type of person to just ignore someone in need.
Yeah, I know. I'm just fucking with you, Zierra.
Let's go join Harriet.
I had to, man. If they're giving me the meme option, I know I don't always go for it, but I'm always tempted to. I always gotta. I always gotta consider it. You guys saw how I lightly teased Matoiv in the same way back in episode 3, so.
Summoners! Prepare for Castrum Demonica summons! Crush the rebels who wreak havoc in our land!
So this is the story behind these things. There's a daily mission that rotates between a few missions, and one of them
Demonica summons! Charge!
it rotates between 4 different missions, I think, throughout the week, and one of them involves the Castrum Demonica. The thing they're summoning right now.
forces, but we're this close! Oh man! Keep pushing! We're through!
Arx Demonica.
You were one step too late! Come forth, Castrum Demonica!
Giant fucking sentient castle. Yeah, there it is. I think literally my first PSL2 stream we fought this thing. It was a version of it that was in some quest we got invited to with one of Pizza Mate's friends. It's like we had split off into two groups. I think Pizza Mate did something else that day, and then we joined somebody else for this, basically.
Stand strong! Stand!
We did Daybreak Province as well with Pizza Mate. That one was actually with Pizza Mate, yeah. Yeah, it was that first PSL2 stream where we both happened to stream the game at the same time, and I totally forgot, and then we just like sort of ran into each other.
A Castrum Demonica has been sighted. Monsters are swarming the area.
Good times.
Castrum Demonica? There's no breaching, it's Arx Demonica! All forces, retreat! I will take command!
Oh god, we have an urgent quest that's gonna interrupt us.
All forces have retreated. Lady Harriet, you should do the same.
No! I yet have a role to play!
Lady Harriet, you wouldn't.
Let the secrets of the Buster be made manifest!
Lady Harriet, no, you can't. You know that no one has ever been able to control the Buster Tower before.
Yet control it I must! It is the only way to destroy the Castrum Demonica's Arx Demonica! Please, heed my call. Banish the encroaching darkness.
She's killing it right now. That guy's talking way too quiet and calm for this situation, man.
Am I not
Like,
good enough?
Her voice acting is appropriate for this situation. His is not. He's way too calm and quiet. Oh shit!
Dylan! Son of a bitch.
Boy, talk about a close shave.
That's one way of putting it.
You! Why are you here?
Well, because I'm here to help. You were shaking.
You don't think we can just hide behind that? No. Basically, we can't just ignore someone in need.
Why do you think I helped you out the first time, lady?
A member of Arx? No. A guardian would never abandon someone.
That's right, Zero. Gas me up.
Guardian? Thank you.
Well, maybe don't thank us just yet. Not even a guardian can go non-stop against an endless stream of enemies. The enemy forces seem to be driving Harriet's troops back. We have to breach that barrier and do something about that kooky castle. But that barrier is airtight. Breaking through is gonna be hard. Can we hold out long enough?
We got this. I've got this. Let's go.
The Buster Tower just stabilized.
What is it, Harriet?
There may be a way for us to break through the barrier after all. Allow me to place my faith in your might, the might of the Guardian.
You just needed some confidence. That's what the tower was waiting for.
A grotesque castle suddenly appears, bearing down on the battlefield. And with it, the entire battle changes for the worse. The Arx Demonica was birthed by the abominable fortress known as the Castrum Demonica. Said fortress is said to possess an impenetrable defense. It cannot be escaped from or assaulted. Those who try are crushed.
We got Dynasty
More
Warriors maps
horrible than
now.
the castrum itself are the monstrosities that issue from its maw, mercilessly pillaging and murdering. Clearly, there remains no choice but to flee. At least, that was how it should have been. Just then, a visitor appears from another world. The arrival of a savior bearing the light of hope, who cuts through the wicked foes, assailing the princess.
A little
And the
Arc
savior's
Stars
strength
logo.
will be etched into the annals of history forevermore.
The prophecies were true!
Our aim is to halt the enemy invasion as we destroy the opposing Arx Demonica and Castrum Demonica. Over there is the enemy encampment. Deep within stands the enormous Castrum Demonica. My soldiers have their hands full fighting off the monsters in the vicinity of the fortress. Eventually, try as they might, they will be overrun. The Castrum Demonica is the source of our foes. Should it remain standing, victory is unthinkable.
So we need to take down the Castrum Demonica in the middle of the enemy encampment? But what do we do about the Arx Demonica thing that's protecting it? That'll take some time to destroy.
We have a weapon for that purpose. I present to you the Buster Tower. The might of the Buster Tower can easily break through the defenses of the Arx Demonica. But my power is insufficient. I am incapable of managing such a weapon. However, earlier it reacted to you. It should now be possible to unleash its full potential. The Buster Tower is now capable of launching a Buster Ram, the only thing that can destroy the Arx Demonica.
The enemy is on the move! I don't think we have time to talk anymore. In summary, we use the Buster Tower to break the barrier. Then we smash the Castrum Demonica.
Yes, precisely as you say. A word of warning. If the Buster Tower is destroyed, it will mean defeat.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're going into this
obviously.
blind, but let's give it a shot. I'll do my best to direct you. Good luck.
Alright, so Lantis, you said she voiced Aqua and
Detecting
Konosuba?
Dark Falls Luther's minions. Commencing large-scale eradication operation.
Destruction of Arx
All Arx
Demonica
ops
confirmed.
report to the quest counter
All
and
that's left
infiltrate
now.
the corrupted former mothership.
The fucking urgent quest talked right over her. Jesus Christ. I didn't catch what she said. Let's see, she said we need to penetrate the Arx Demonica and destroy the Castrum Demonica. Okay, yeah. God damn, dude. Fucking urgent quests. Like we talked about this last time, right, Lantis? It's just breaking the fucking... breaking the immersion and being annoying and atrociously annoying and horrible. Okay, so it says Buster Phase. Full time. This quest, your objective is to defend the Buster Towers and destroy the Castrum Demonica. The quest will alternate between defense phases, in which you must defend the Buster Towers from enemies, and Buster phases, in which you attack the enemy lines. In between each set of phases is a cooldown time, during which you can make preparations to hit the ground running. A whole minigame. The Forces gauge allows you to see how each side is faring. You can win by either destroying the Castrum Demonica or having your forces be higher than the enemies. Oh, there's two conditions for winning. When time runs out, the following events lower the forces gauge. Your forces, if a Buster Tower is damaged, or enemy forces, and if an Arx Demonica is damaged, the Castrum Demonica is damaged. Okay. When players incapacitated, they'll revive at the return point automatically. After a certain amount of time passes, they can also be revived as a moon enemy. Okay. Got it.
No sign of enemy activity. Take this chance to gather mana to summon a Buster Ram.
Okay. Aqua's a screaming crybaby goddess? Oh, okay. No wonder you chuckled at that. I have no idea. During this quest, mana, which is used for combat support, will appear throughout the field. Those little blue things. Gather enough And more Buster Rams will appear on the field up to 4. Okay. It'll restore their integrity.
Mana from the surrounding area.
Right on. Well, at least they tried to make quest battles a little more interesting. I don't think it's just quest battles, right? Like, this whole thing is obviously... This is more like a tutorial for the type of new content they added even for outside of the story.
Forces have commenced their incursion. We need to focus on protecting the Buster Towers.
That's kind of interesting. Either kill everything, suppress all the enemies, or just hold out long enough. And the attacks get more intense as the phase goes on. Oh shit, the enemies are teleported directly to the Buster Tower after a certain amount of time. And they're about to teleport, they give off visual cues. Okay. Oh, I still have this weapon on. Forgot I didn't have my sword equipped. Oh, that worked out a lot better.
The Arx Demonica and destroy the Castrum Demonica.
Now the Buster phase. There's something at the start. They automatically advance toward the Arx Demonica. But we just gotta protect it. Yeah. Get out of here. You greaseball bastard. Charging his laser.
The enemy forces have been put down. Now's our chance to summon the Buster Rams and destroy the Arx Demonica.
We're past that, actually. When all Arx Demonicas have been destroyed, an attack phase during which you can destroy the Castrum Demonica's abdominal core will commence. Okay. It fires powerful lasers at the Buster Towers, destroy the Castrum Demonica quickly. Attack! Wish I could run a little faster, but...
Time to attack the Castrum Demonica!
Wow, that's a wide radius. Get destroyed!
Castrum Demonica's annihilated!
A lot simpler than all that over-explaining made it out to be. Which is kind of typical for these kinds of things. But still, you know. It's good that they walk you through exactly how it works, because it was only really simple because I'm overpowered, you know. If it wasn't the case, we probably would have had to actually pay more attention to the mechanics, you know. It's only because I can one-shot everything that we were kind of able to just go like, whatever. A Castrum Demonica that appears in a Buster quest cannot be attacked till its head is destroyed. Even after destroying its abdominal core, your path will be obstructed by assaults from supernaturals and more powerful attacks from the Demonica itself. Force your way through everything and destroy the Castrum Demonica. Yeah, that's the summary. That's the gist of it. Yeah, that's the easy way to put it.
Great work!
Kill everything.
Now head on back!
To be honest, it still kind of boils down to that. Just kill everything. Thanks for the follow, Jose and Sean. That's I like the username. It's basically two people in one.
On behalf of my people, thank you for your gracious assistance.
You're welcome, milady. Anyone would have done the same.
I couldn't agree more. It's what Arx does. Anyway, I'm curious about that Castrum Demonica and the Buster Tower.
Yeah.
Let's start with the Castrum Demonica that kept popping out enemies. Was it a bunch of rocks, or was it actually alive?
It is a castle and a living thing both. They are living fortresses that call forth endless waves of monsters, thus, Castrum Demonica. They are foul wedges, driven into the world by way of large-scale conjurations.
Foul wedges.
Conjure... what now?
A type of magic that summons enslaved creatures from other realms. This may all be new to you, since you're both from another world. In this world, we have something called sorcery.
What sorcery is this?
It is a means by which one draws upon mana in the atmosphere to trigger supernatural phenomena.
It sounds comparable to what we know as photons and techniques.
Pretty much the same thing, yes.
Maybe the reason it was so easy for me to analyze the Castrum Demonica and the Buster Tower was because they share similar roots.
But they're exactly the same thing. They just have a different name for it.
Individuals can only harness so much mana alone. A person's sorcery prowess was generally limited to a fairly ordinary degree. That is, until these ephemera came along. Suddenly, seedlessly, ephemera, just the blossoms, began blooming all over the world decades prior. It came to light that the ephemera made extremely efficient catalysts for sorcery. One land mastered bodily enhancement. A second used them as regents for mind control potions. Another solved the riddle of replication.
The riddle of replication?
And in my land, they discovered the art of conjuration.
They made leaps forward, basically. And, well, I'm not sure if it's appropriate to call it scientific understandings, but, you know, sort of along those lines. Using these flowers.
The Castrum
looks
Demonica
suspiciously
is
like
the
dark
apex
pulse
of
energy.
conjuration sorcery. Once its ephemera-consuming summon is complete, it wedges itself into the ground. It deploys a highly durable Arx Demonica barrier and summons endless monsters to intercept its foes. Even the Castrum itself is quite deadly. It has been said to be impossible for someone on a human level to breach and conquer these fortresses, no matter what sorcery they avail. Furthermore, the act of summoning one consumes all mana and ephemera in the area, leaving no way to counter-summon another Castrum Demonica to fight the first.
So basically, the first side to summon a Castrum Demonica always wins?
Until now, it seems.
Just so. The face of war in this world has greatly changed since the advent of the Castrum Demonica. The Buster Tower conjuration is what was invented to counter it.
Ah! The thing you were using in the fight just now, right?
It is a siege weapon, designed to breach the Arx Demonica generated by the Castrum Demonica, drawing upon the mana in the atmosphere. However, it requires an enormous amount of mana to control. Without ephemera, it was beyond our ability to harness.
But our friend here could do it, and we were able to destroy the Castrum Demonica.
Power always comes at a price. Sorcery requires mana. Technology requires hard work. Wielding such inordinate power at no cost is by no means a good thing. All this unrest, the tension between the nations of our world, the coup in my kingdom. Ephemera is the catalyst for it all. It's a fiendish flower whose nectar drives the world mad. Our aim is to eliminate it and restore peace to the land. No, the world.
World peace? Well, nobody could say you aren't aiming high. Not that I blame you.
Yeah.
Harriet, would you be willing to let us have that flower? power into it. Channel photons, like you're holding a weapon.
Okay.
I knew it!
Oh.
Wait!
Jinx!
You knew what, Harriet?
It's Dark Falls energy. To her, it's something else, of course. But that's definitely what that is.
It is the legend I mentioned previously. A fairy tale widely known in our world since ancient times. It goes like this. When the realm is enshrouded in darkness, lament not, for a hero shall spring forth from otherworldly luminance, spirit guide in tow.
That's Sierra.
The hero shall serve as a beacon and cross the path of light. They shall tread the path of the brave, shepherding all those who follow. In turn, those who take up arms shall guide wayward souls lost to darkness. Perilous is the path they tread, yet righteousness will prevail. Fear not our Savior, for by their hand shall light shine on blackest night, banishing the darkness forevermore. Visitor from another land, spoken of in legend. Or should I say guardian? Please,
That's why you brought us here.
will you lend us your aid?
How could I say no to a
Gosh,
pleading face like that,
the
right?
scope of all this just grew exponentially. In fact, are you sure you're okay with all this, Harriet? I get that there's a legend, but we're clearly not from this world. Do you really want to trust random strangers with something so important?
The legend alone, I would have taken with a grain of salt. But you have aided me in my time of need. And twice now you've come to my rescue.
Of course.
That is enough for me to trust you. More than enough. To fly to someone's aid without hesitation in a realm where you tread blindly. It's no small feat. I would trust you. With or without the legend.
We proved ourselves earlier.
That
Alright.
flower just now, it disintegrated in reaction to photons. That's an F-factor mass.
That's what, yeah,
As
that's what they
members
call
of
it. I forgot.
ours, we consider those a problem.
That's what they call Dark Falls' energy. F factor.
Besides, how can we say no when you're asking so nicely?
Right?
Thank you so much.
Well, we've
Son
gathered
of a
plenty of
bitch.
intel. How about we pop back to the Ark ship to deliver a report real quick?
Probably a good idea, yeah. That's the end of that chapter. Chapter 1, Part 1. It's gonna be a long one. I took 1 point of damage. Some asshole sneezed at me. Sweet! Perfect stopping point. Our next main story is called A World in Disarray, and we got 2 sub-stories called Grown Up Shao and A Combat Unit's Hope. Cool. Well, this seems interesting so far. Oh yeah, what I said under my breath a little bit during that last scene. I said that's why we were brought here. The legend that she told means this is kind of another time loop situation where it's like the legend was kind of, it became a thing because this was like destined to happen, you know, that kind of thing. Everything that's happened in our time as well as what's happening in this Akashic record or whatever. But also it makes sense why Persona brought us here, is what I'm saying. Like, he probably knows something about what we gotta do to, like, end things with the Profound Darkness. So he took us here to take the next step in that direction. Like, a necessary step towards finally defeating the Profound Darkness. We gotta go into, like, this past Akashic record and fix this stuff. Alright, so we're leaving it there. That quest battle took way longer than I assumed it would, but it's perfect. Because it means we got, you know, a good hour and a half of this in. But I gotta switch over to Blue Burst now. So for those watching on YouTube or just watching, you know, PSO2, thank you very much for all the love and support just for watching. It's more than enough. Thank you very much. I always appreciate it. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. And I will see you all then. And I will do my outro. I will leave this screen on for my outro because the music and the background is actually quite beautiful. It's nice. So, take it easy, everybody. Bye.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Bruh, I remembered at the last minute. We didn't see the trailer. We gotta see the trailer. This is just like that one time where I did my outro and then an extra cutscene played right after. We gotta watch the episode 5 trailer real quick. No extra scenes gonna play here? Okay, good. Oh, what? Oh, no, never mind. There it is. Oops. Well, see, it's a good thing that I did this. Well, what's the trailer right after this? What's going on? September 27th, 1000 hours.
It's even more of a mess than I feared.
This must be one of the sub-story quests we could have looked at.
You're right about that. All this talk of sorcery and summonings, it's all over the place. Crazy doesn't begin to describe it. For what it's worth, I don't think our world's history has any bearing on Omega. None of their attire or equipment is in my databanks.
There's a lot to process here, and it is rather jumbled, but we've gleaned two vital pieces of knowledge from this right off the bat. First, it's possible to return from Omega. Second, it's possible to send you into Omega.
The Akashic records are a mishmash of multiple time axes. That's why Omega's history is such a jumble. But that also works to our advantage.
You're the only one who can visit the world on the other side. But a parallel version of you from another time axis should help you out. I'll trust your judgment as far as what to do on site. Helping this Harriet girl should help you learn more about Omega. It's a solid choice for a guardian as well, of course.
So for the time being, our goal is to help Harriet out and destroy the Castrum Demonicas plaguing the countryside. We gotta run a full analysis of the Buster Tower for that. If we can emulate those, we might be able to produce our own facsimiles. Let's knock them dead out there.
You son of a bitch.
Accepting Buster quests. You can now accept Buster quests from the quest counter. Yeah, this is what I mean. We did one of these on my first day of PSO2, but I had no context for what was going on. When you beat a Buster quest, you'll be given Buster points. Yeah, I have one of those to prove that I did that, yeah. But if you fail or leave, you'll lose it. And it's shared via a common account. When you accept a quest, a Buster quest, the matching algorithm will use your grade, which shows your total BP in graded form, and match you with other players of a suitable level. They got matchmaking for this stuff. Difficulty of the quest will be adjusted based on your grade. This is almost like competitive matchmaking, but it's for co-op. This is kind of interesting. Yeah, you can increase their difficulty, choose harder versions. Free match lets you match with lower grade and provide support. But you don't gain BP, but you won't lose any either. Oh no, you can lose BP and your grade may be reduced, but you don't win any. What the fuck? What are these incentives? Collection folder gauge will not increase. Oh, there it is. It restores 2 main match boosts, which you can obviously use to... Okay.
Only a short amount of time remains until our large-scale operation ends. Our objective is complete, but try to suppress even more enemies.
I'm getting the vibe of unnecessary complexity for new content. Like, what were they really going for?
We logged on to Dark Falls Luther's coordinates. All arcs, seek and destroy.
Jesus Christ, dude, shut up. It just seems like unnecessarily overly convoluted. This whole, like, it's almost like they... Like that whole explanation just now in those little windows. It's almost like I was hearing the explanation for like some of the PvP mechanics in FF14 or something, but they integrated it into co-op stuff in this game. And even the story mode a little bit. It's kind of odd. I'll talk to all these guys. Oh yeah, I was gonna comment that Xiao's in the seat now and Zira's standing over there. This motherfucker took over her seat for this episode. But yeah, I'll talk to everybody here at the beginning of next episode. What I really came back for was to watch the damn trailer. That's right. So let me micromanage my mag real quick. Level 161. There we go. All right. Oh, Aika's not here anymore. She's only here for episode 4, I guess. Alright, I'll leave this here. Let me pull up the episode 5 trailer that I glanced... Like, I saw the thumbnail for it on YouTube when I was searching up the trailers at the beginning of episode 4. Let's see. See if I can find it. Phantasy Star... Online 2. This episode 5. Is this one? Here, this takes too long. Okay, so it looks like this one would probably be it. I'll check this one over here real quick. It's the Xbox trailer. I'm just making sure it's the same as... It is, okay, it works. Alright. Yeah, I think I found the right one. Trying to cross my T's and dot my I's and all that. Oh, this is literally the same one. I can just click this one instead. It's pretty much gonna be the same. Alright, I got it. Let me pull it up. So I gotta turn down the volume on all this. Actually, you know what? I already did my outro. I'm just gonna close the game. This is just a bonus scene. Scuff stream, man. Scuff stream. Scuff stream. Scuff the warrior guys. Here we go. Okay, let's move this over here. As usual. Is everything okay, streamer? Your stream's looking kind of scuffed. It's always scuffed around here, are you kidding me? There's never any risk of me overproducing a stream, that's for sure. Even if I tried. Okay, that's set up correctly. I'll turn off the captions, I don't think we'll need that. Anything else? Do it. Screen capture, properties, capture window. Do this one. Alright, let's check this out. Now we actually have some context too, so, you know. Would have been interesting to remember to watch this before we started episode 5, but I completely forgot. It just went over my head. The saga forges ahead into a new dimension in episode 5. I'll tell you guys why I'm laughing in a second. Like, once the trailer's over. That says it all right there. Dude. I get it. I get it. Alright, so you guys want to know why I'm giggling and laughing right now? It's because as I was looking for this video, just looking at the description for people who uploaded the trailer, because, you know, you search something on YouTube, right? And then you get a list. You get a list of shit that of different videos that all, like, sort of match your criteria, right? Like, it should pop up right here. Like, look at this. So you get this list, right? And then when I saw that, there was a couple, because I did different searches. I did like intro cinematic. I wanted to see if there was like another, I wanted to make sure there wasn't more than one trailer. But in so doing, while I was doing that, there was there was a few descriptions I caught in some of the videos where people were just going like, there was one that literally just said, but why? And like I could just hear the disappointment in their voice when they wrote that. And like so basically I got the vibe that some people were not happy with this, and I've gotten that vibe off of other people who play PSO2. They've kind of hinted at it in some of the discords that I'm in, that they're not that happy about where the game was going at this point in this direction. The direction it was going at this point. A lot of them weren't even happy with episode 4, like I mentioned before, right? But like this one in particular, I can see just from the trailer, but even from what we played as well, I can see what the problem is. Because there was a description that even said, I mean, they pretty much spelled it out. This isn't sci-fi. This isn't sci-fi fantasy at all. This whole thing is literally just like medieval fantasy. Even what they're wearing. Like, this is why I laughed right here. Like, at this point. That looks so out of place with seeing somebody roll up with a sword and shield to fight a dragon on a medieval castle. It's like, what? Like, the reason I started laughing is because this whole trailer, just looking at it, I'm like, this does not scream Phantasy Star at all. In the slightest. Like, Phantasy Star Online is supposed to be a futuristic sci-fi fantasy game, not this. And so I'm like, I can totally see why there was disappointment from the initial reaction. You know, I was like, I don't mind it, Pizza Mate. I'm okay with it. I'm just laughing because I can see why people were like, why the reaction that I saw in some of the comments I just saw right now. I can see why people were like, what the fuck is this? I was just like, yeah, I get it. It does look pretty weird. There you go, Lantis. Lantis gets it. This game doesn't know what genre it wants to be. Exactly. It's just like, what the hell is going on? Oh my god. It's just, yeah, it's just crazy. Like, just looking at this trailer, I'm like, I get it. I already get why people were probably really put off by this when they first announced it. They were probably like, what the fuck? Last episode was Isekai, which I personally like that, but again, I can also get why other people probably didn't. They were just like, why are we visiting Earth? You know, the place we already live in real life. Like, I'm trying to escape that and go into like this futuristic sci-fi alternate universe. What the fuck is this, right? Like, I'm guessing that's why people don't like episode 4, because outside of that, I thought it was actually pretty well written and epic compared to the previous episodes. Like, I said this before, like last stream, I said the storytelling felt like an upgrade. The way the story was told, even if the story itself might not have been everyone's cup of tea, the storytelling felt pretty good compared to episode 1 through 3. The pacing and everything, like I explained all of that last stream. I felt like it was an upgrade, a significant upgrade, episode 4. But I can understand people going like, why the fuck are we visiting Earth? I want to be in space or whatever, you know, and like stuff like that. So yeah, Pizza Mate, I'm with you. I liked episode 4 for the isekai and specifically for visiting Earth and seeing them have a PSO2 video game in the game. That was so fucking meta. I love that shit. Like Lantis said a couple of streams ago, they're playing PSO2 in the game as you're playing PSO2. Meta. You know, like that emote, that little gif that says cinema. That one guy doing this in the black and white background. Cinema. It was meta. Now you should watch PSO2 the animation. Lantis was hounding me about that while I was going through episode 4, actually. In the early days of episode 4, Lantis was like, what's the anime? Oh, she's asking Pizza, yeah. So I agreed to watch that when I finished PSO2 completely. I'll probably watch it when I'm done with episode 6, basically. But yeah, I got a little sidetracked. I just wanted to say, like, the reason I was giggling watching this trailer just now was because of that. Because I'm looking at this and I was like, look, they're even wearing medieval armor. Like, this whole thing is 100%, like, I'm fast forwarding a little bit, it's 100% medieval shit. But you got anime music, right? And then the final kicker. Alright, they're all in medieval armor too. Hold on, actually, you know what? I didn't get a good look at the people in the background. Oh, some of them are in their actual normal Phantasy Star gear. So that, okay, so now you have that contrast, but it's subtle because they're like in the back and they only show them for like a few seconds and they're even covered a little, they're obscured slightly by dust clouds. The main focus is on these two, the main characters here, and the medieval gear, right? And they're fighting a dragon on a medieval castle, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it just... Phantasy Star Online 2, like...
What? Bullshit! What the fuck?
Like, excuse me? You show that, and then you show a logo for a futuristic sci-fi fantasy game? It's like, what am I actually watching right now? Like, like what the fuck? This is actually this is imposter Phantasy Star. This isn't actually Phantasy Star Online 2. This is Among Us Sussy Phantasy Star 2 is what this is. Like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, medieval Phantasy Star. And jet boots. Did one of them have jet boots? The whole point of the anime was to feel like one of the isekai heroes while you were watching and playing PSO2? Oh, is that they were going super meta then? Oh, like I said, Pizza Mate, I don't care at all. I'm completely open-minded, and I actually like where the story's going because we're exploring the origins of like Shion and all that stuff. I'm just speaking from like what I'm saying right now is like I can already understand the perspective of fans of this that were keeping up with it when this came out. Their initial reaction before they even knew the story. Like I can already see why they were put off. That's all I'm saying. I actually don't give a shit. I'm totally open-minded to it. I'm just like, I'm laughing because I understand why people had that reaction. Like I might even, let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see if I can find the, let me see, I searched, open another tab real quick. I think it was when I was looking for Phantasy Star Online 2, episode 5. I think I'd look for trailer first. I typed in trailer. No, I did intro. Let me see, it was cinematic intro then. Or I did intro. Come on, where the fuck was it? Okay, I found this one where one guy says, I think episode 4 has the better intro, if only because it's more sci-fi fantasy like the series is, like it's supposed to be. And yeah, that's why I was laughing. I was like, he's right. This is so out of place, dude. Well, I saw that before we started watching the trailer, and that's why I laughed. I was like, yeah, he's right. This is super out of place for this franchise. I can't find the other one now. It's not showing up. Maybe YouTube say... Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Here it is. Let me... How do you close the sidebar? I don't think you can. Okay. Well, whatever. I mean, it's just this trailer again. It just says Phantasy Star Online 2, Episode 5 intro. And the description literally just says, but why? That's it. It just says, but why? Nothing else. Didn't elaborate. He just says, but why? Like, I can just hear the salt. The disappointment is palpable, man. Just, but why? Like, why did we need this? This is so funny to see that as the description. Just, but why? Oh my god. But yeah, we already played the first few scenes, and yeah, I can tell it obviously it ties into the main story a lot more than episode 4 is. Like I can already tell it's going to tie in. Like Lantis was here for this. As soon as we start episode 5, the very opening scene, I was like, okay, it literally feels like episode 4 was just a filler, and now we're back onto the main story. Like they immediately just go back to talking about the profound darkness again. And almost pretend episode 4 didn't even happen, except for a few mentions about how we're gonna use Hitsugi's power that she showed us to, you know, do a couple things. But other than that, it really felt like even in the story's writing for the beginning of episode 5, they were kind of just going like, episode 4 happened. Anyway, back to the main story. Like, that's literally what it felt like. So I was like, you know what? I'm fine with that. It felt like episode 4 was definitely filler. But I'm okay with that because it was actually really good filler. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And from what Lantis just said about the anime, I think I'm gonna enjoy watching that now too. Especially if they designed it so that you're supposed to watch it while you're playing through the story. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually really cool. Like, they're breaking fourth walls in fourth walls. They're breaking, what is that, octuplet walls? Eighth walls? They're breaking the eighth wall at that point. Breaking the fourth wall while breaking the fourth wall. That's got to be, you know, 4 to the second power. Well, that's not 8 though, that's 16. Whatever. We're breaking 16 walls up in here, alright? Let's just say that.
You suck!
I know. But anyway, it's in your top 5 anime. See, okay. Okay. Hearing you say that, Pizza Mate, gets my expectations up. I know, Lantis, but like, I didn't know it was meant to be experienced that way. So I was like, I was like, why would I watch? In my head, I was like, why would I watch that? It's gonna spoil the damn game. Like, I gotta watch the game first, you know. Like, I gotta play through the game first. I don't want to spoil it for myself. So yeah. Anyway, like I said, episode 4 definitely very filler-ish, hardcore. Even if some of its story elements are actually bleeding into episode 5, it was definitely the way they're presenting episode 5 was meant to be considered like filler. Just like a little bit of story tie-in, you know. But I still love it despite that. Episode 4 was amazing, and episode 5 story-wise looks interesting. But the overall theme, just like we saw in the trailer, and even from what I've seen playing a little bit right now, yeah, feels very out of place. It feels very out of place, and it is a little off-putting, but fuck it, who cares? Like, as long as it ties into the main plot of the story, I don't think I'll mind it in the end. You know, it's a medieval fantasy settings are definitely not my thing. I've never been a fan of them. But like I said, as long as it ties into the main story, I can look past that, honestly. So, and so far, yeah, it is. You know, the Akashic record stuff, the Gion Pass thing. Take your PlayStation Vita to school, skip class, and save the world. Yes. That's how it's done. So yeah, for me personally, the medieval fantasy setting is only off-putting because I've never liked that. That's why my favorite Final Fantasies are the ones that incorporate sci-fi fantasy elements, or even steampunk elements like FF7, rather than, well, it's not really, FF7 is more like cyberpunk. It's like a mix between steampunk and cyberpunk, you know? Some of the wonky little like technology that they use. But like the Final Fantasy games that are full like medieval fantasy, it's so hard. Like, thank God FF14 has Magitech technology, or I would never have gotten into it. I would have just like probably played it once and just been like, all right, whatever, I'm done, you know? But because it has like Magitech technology, and they're willing to actually have like even modern style clothing in the game in FF14, I'm able to actually get into it. I like that blending, you know, that blending of like the medieval elements with sci-fi fantasy. I like it when they bring them together like that. So yeah, 6 is definitely more steampunk than 7. You're right. You're right. For sure. 8 leaned more into the sci-fi fantasy. That's probably another reason why I like it so much too. Because then 9 went back to being sort of more medieval-ish, you know? You get the suplex the train. Everybody remembers that. Everybody loves that. And Pizza Maid with the green-haired waifus. Pizza Maid's favorite kind of waifu. Green hairs. Speaking of Pizza Maid, you missed it earlier. We met 2 new waifus, Harriet and Alma. With Alma being the more attractive one. There's Craze the first. 2 new waifus. But look, I behaved, sort of. Because Matoy was there, and she's the capital W wife. She still is, right? Like, I was respectful. I looked respectfully. And the screenshots I took were respectful, too. I swear. They were respectful screenshots of both of them. Yes, Alma's the galaxy-haired one, which was a dead giveaway that she's a photoner. Yeah. Because all the photoners and Gion's people and shit, they all have the galaxy stuff somewhere on their clothing or their hair or something. You know, we saw it with what's her name? Euclida with the photoner that came out of her. I forgot her name already. The one that was Dark Paul's apprentice. She was one of the first unknown VTuber designs? Then all the galaxy-haired cat girls came out of the woodwork. So you're saying you're saying VTuber designs were inspired by Alma, or like after, or like what do you mean? Did they make Alma based on a VTuber or the other way around? I'm confused. Because like, wouldn't that be copyright infringement either way? Like in either direction? Okay. So, okay. I got it. Okay, I got you. So they were inspired by it and they made designs that have galaxy hair. I got it. I've never seen a VTuber with galaxy hair. I'll have to check that out sometime. Alright, that's interesting. Anyway, for those of you still watching this PSO2 video, I know we're just sitting on a black screen now, but I did my outro earlier because I forgot about the trailer. I said we were going to watch it, and then I totally spaced out and did the outro, and then came back and we saw an extra scene, and I was just supposed to watch the trailer, and now here I am rambling on a black screen. I apologize for the scuffed-ass production values of this stream, but what did I say earlier? What did I just say a few minutes ago? My stream is always going to be scuffed, even if I don't want it to be. Scuffed worry eyes, man. Are you okay, streamer? My stream's never going to be overproduced, even if I want it to be, and I like it that's just the way I like it. Scuff is fun. It makes it more, yeah, it makes it more fun. I'll send you some links. I'll look forward to that, Pizza